Here we go into a new month. We flip the calendar over, and the month is March. It's good to see you. Welcome to the Beach House Beach Bunker and the show about food, fun places, in the mayhem of life. We glued the furniture back together after two world leaders kind of got into a fight on Friday. They broke some of the furniture after the camera shut off. Wow. Why does everything like that happen on a Friday? And we got to wait for the whole weekend to talk about it. Of course, the Trump-Zelensky situation in the White House. We're going to show you what the media didn't show you last week. It was not just 2 minutes. There was a bit more. And we'll discuss this morning. And, of course, we've got the memes and the humor that come along with it. Not just that, the Oscars were last night. Of course, we'll have the winners, we'll have the losers, but the big losers are the ridiculously dressed on the red carpet. As we like to do around these parts, it's the red carpet roast. Take a look at how some of these people looked last night in Hollywood's biggest night. And they celebrated movies you probably haven't even seen, celebrating actors that whose names you can't pronounce, but nevertheless, Conan O'Brien was the host. Adam Sandler had a funny moment, and, well, we'll give you all the details. Speaking of funny, Saturday Night Live this past weekend, it was Mike Myers making headlines, and Shane Gillis, too, for the Couple of Beers skit. We'll have that for you. And Air Canada suing a passenger for luggage they lost. How does that work? What's happening there? We'll take a look at that coming up on the show. First off, hope you had a great weekend. Yesterday was insane. Wasn't that amazing? Locally, we had the sun out. It was like, +5, +6. The water was running. People were on their bikes. The puppies were out. The paths were busy. Barbecues were going. It was awesome. And we're going to have more of that coming up. By the way, this is our last week of daylight savings or daylight, because we're not saving any daylight after this. We're going to spring forward on Saturday. So we've got a little bit of daylight this morning, and this will be 5 after 8 next Monday. So it's kind of psyching yourself up. And we'll mention, we've got all of our cameras are working this morning. Homer's out of work. Mr. Plow, thank you, Mr. Plow, for your service. You must be retired. And we'll show you all the cameras that are operating this morning. Some beautiful sunshine. So anyway, this will be 5 after 8 in a week or so because of the time change. And that'll mean that the sun will go down closer to 7 o'clock. We'll have those evenings back in the sunshine. And boy, the warm weather is just going to continue. Absolutely fantastic. We'll see a high of +1 today with a mix of sun and cloud. There is a small chance of flurries on Tuesday, but the rest of the week is looking pretty good. And I draw your attention to the time change weekend because Saturday, sunshine +3, and another Sunday like we had just yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous. Sunshine at +5 for Sunday. So if you liked what you had on the weekend for weather, there's more where that came from. We are through the worst of it. We are through the worst of the winter is over. Now we're still going to get a little snow. But as far as the cold And as far as the blow, well, you knew somehow it had to go. And so weather is slowly warming. And the snow is starting to disappear. I love this map. Shows us where the snow is. Oh, yeah, we're getting to the point where southeastern Alberta does not have any snow, and it's creeping into southeastern Saskatchewan. And that is our spring countdown. Of course, we have got officially to spring 16 days, 19 hours, and 54 minutes. That is when spring officially arrives on Thursday, March the 20th at 4 a.m. Brandon time. All right, let's see who we've got to welcome aboard. The start of another week, the start of another month. Are you excited about March? What's coming up in March? Well, we've got St. Patrick's Day on the agenda. We have got Royal Manitoba Winter Fair on the agenda locally. That is a big ag celebration that happens at our big hockey arena, so that's a big deal. Coming in March. The hockey season will wrap up, I think, in March. Nick will correct me if I'm wrong, and hopefully we have some playoff hockey to look forward to in March. There's always the Winter Fair Wheat Kings battle that goes on if they make the playoffs. They should, I think. What else do we have coming up in March? Easter is not till April this year, and spring break is late. Spring break in March does not start until the 28th. The last Friday in March is spring break. So that is late this year. Anything else I'm missing for March? What else is coming up in March? As we say good morning to Sunseekers in chat, let me know. What else? What are you excited about in March? Here comes March, marching in with Tosh on Twitch this morning and Road Reverend as well. Happy Monday. And Polar Bear, Janine's here on Facebook. Have a great week, everybody. You too, Janine. Great to see you. Lindsay's here on TikTok. Good morning, Lindsay. And Ireland is here as well. Good to see you to start the week and to start the month. Have a great day. Tracy Rogers here too, along with Cindy on Twitch this morning. And we've got Ron again over on X saying good morning. Hey, Ron, Zumba Bernice is here to say good morning to everybody. Hello, Zumba Bernice. Polar Bear says, yeah, warm day yesterday. Oh, that's my good thing. You knew that was going to be my good thing. We had, well, I'll wait. One thing at a time. We do yesterday's good thing. If you had something awesome happen on the weekend, and if you've got pictures to go along with it, make sure you DM me on Facebook. We'll get them on the show for you. And we'd love to hear what kind of fun stuff you had going on this weekend with that beautiful weather. I could just hear the zing, 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 zing. Snow machines just giving her. Snow machines going crazy. Yeah, they had a good weekend. Snow machines. If you had a snow machine, and you better do it while you can, because if we see another +5, there's not going to be a whole lot of snow left. If you want to get out there and do that zing, 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 zing. Richard's here on Facebook this morning. Good morning, Richard. It's good to see you. Loretta's here on Facebook, too. Ron also commenting about the weather, saying how gorgeous it was yesterday. Indeed. Absolutely beautiful. Barbecues going. The neighbors who had hot tubs, I had one neighbor on one side. The kids were splashing around like it was a summer day in the hot tub. And on the other side, the other neighbors were splashing around with the puppies. And everybody was outside. It was just so great. Quentin is here this morning. Hello, Quentin. Old Chickie is here too on Twitch. Good morning. Nick Adams is here too. And Richard likes to say on Facebook, Trump is an idiot. There will be plenty of time for those kinds of comments later on in the show, because we are going to re-examine Friday's events. This is a shot of me in the beach bunker doing my work, because when the show ends, my day doesn't stop. I'm working in here, and there's monitors all over, and I have news sources all over the place. Your Fox News, CNN, CTV, Global, because they're all showing different stuff. And all of a sudden, they all go to Trump and Zelensky, and all of a sudden, there's screaming going on. And this is me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, my God. What is happening right now? Someone cut the mics. cut the cameras. What are they doing? This is not supposed to be. This is like when, like, you catch your neighbors having a scrap out on their patio or something, or you walk into a store and you see a couple, they're arguing with each other in public. You're like, whoa, these things are better left for private. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, it was tense. It was crazy. And seems like it's a week ago already. Molly is here this morning. Good morning. Molly, good to see you. KDD 4380 is here. Nick says the right way to say it is last week before daylight savings. But it feels like we've been saving the daylight. Hi, Renee on TikTok. Feels like we've been saving it. Anyway, time change. We spring forward this Saturday. Angela Damaris is here on Facebook. Jody is here on Facebook too. Hi, Jody. Hope you had a nice weekend. Old Chickie says, in the month of March, we've got 6 birthdays in the family in the month of March. We have 2. So 9 months before March, what was going on? Because March is a busy month for birthdays. So what is that? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So it was July. Oh. So that's summer loving happens so fast. It is July, and we'll wait for March. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, summer babies, born in March. Summer 11, that's why. Okay, we're getting into GT already? Tosh is like, forget who's coming in to say hello. Let's barrel on right through the show. Let's go. Let's get this week underway. Dog Mama on TikTok. Hello, Dog Mama. Hello. Okay, we'll continue to say good mornings as we do yesterday's good thing. And tell me what you had going on the weekend. I bet Tosh has got pictures too. I just have this feeling. Oh, and there is pictures of delicious food. Yes. And somebody was out at the barbecue. We had a barbecue. Sent you a pic. Yes. Of our barbecued ribs, roasted potatoes on the barbecue. Oh, my gosh. Holy cow. Tosh is cooking it up. And they're barbecuing like so many people were. Boy. Roasted potatoes all on the barbecue. Yeah. Old Chickie says GT went to Headley's for the first time. Tried some new things, and we had company over yesterday for lunch. So thank you, Old Chickie. Yes. Are you kidding me? There's another ticker. What is with our ticker in the Wheat Kings? I just can't. I can't. Somebody's feeding me bad information. This is Nick's total reason for existence now. Somebody is feeding me bad information. What in the heck is going on? Medicine Hat 5, Brandon 0. Yeah, drop Medicine Hat 5-0. Now that's the right way. That's how you say it. I know it sounds weird, but that's how you say it. Okay. All right. What happened with talking about GT? No, we're getting into it. It's just we're moving. We're pushing it along. We're moving it along. We have good morning, George on TikTok. Good morning, George. I like to say our good mornings. Like to do keep things orderly fashion. Leslie's here on TikTok too. Good morning, Leslie. Quentin says these meetings are never aired. If so, it's extremely rare. That shit show was aired on purpose. Maybe. It's quite possible. Anything is possible. Again, we will have not the 2, but the 10 minutes. We'll go through it. I can see where it came off the rails. I could see. I've been enough in those situations of conversation where all of a sudden you can hear something snap. And it's someone's temper. It snaps. They snap. And it was at the moment where Zelensky says, we're all alone. And I remember thinking when I heard that, I thought, oh, we spent quite a few $1 billion. You're not exactly alone. And, of course, I wasn't in the room, and I'm not the one signing the checks, and you could see the orange man turned kind of like a red-orange. And then it was like, uh-oh. Papa gonna get angry now. Look out. Here we go. Ryan is here. Good morning, Ryan. Good to see you. Yesterday's good thing. What was yesterday's good thing or weekend's good thing? Loretta on Facebook said that was the most awful thing I'd seen in World Leaders. Wow. Well, you have transparency. Transparency is a good thing. That is a good thing. But when that thing ended and they kicked him out, I went, well, they always say there you can have too much of a good thing. You can have too much of a good thing. I think it might have been too much of a good thing. Molly says it was a video game weekend. That was her GT. Quentin says had a family fun day, T-Birds. Oh, and he put his extension cords away. I don't know if we're there yet. Uh-oh. That's like these people who put their shorts on the airplane. Yes, before the plane lands, we put the shorts on. Oh, Tosh sent more pictures of ribs. Okay. All right, Tosh, real quickly, we'll show your pictures of ribs. Look at that. Hearts with ribs, and there it is. Look at that. Look at doing his job, doing it up. It's even got the special filter on it that makes it look like, I love you, ribs. I love you. I love you so much, ribs. Get in my belly. Get in my belly now, ribs. Get in my belly. Get off that barbecue and get in my belly. Very nice. Very nice. Fantastic. Nick says they had lunch at OJ's with the fam on Saturday. Had some good family time. That is awesome. Molly also said that I heard from a friend I haven't talked to since I left Ohio. So it's been about 5 years. First time you heard from a friend in 5 years? That is so awesome. That's a good thing. That's awesome. And we got some more shots coming in. Ryan was, you were in Winnipeg on the weekend. You were at a concert. I was just going to snag that stuff from you, but then I'm like, yeah, I can't really share it that much anyway. You got to get better seats. Like, what's with the cheap seats? Like, Ryan, next time try to get out a nosebleed, hey? Like, how far back? That's too far away for me. I need to be closer. That's why I don't go to many Jets games. I can't sit in nosebleed like that. I want to be closer to the action. Jeez. You can hear that as they go by. Well, that'd be me. Just stepping onto the ice. Cindy's GT went to a beautiful baby shower with my daughter yesterday. Oh, yeah. What a day for a baby shower. Holy cow. Yellow Jacket says GT had family stop in while they were on a walk. So blessed, had some visiting time. That's fantastic. Awesome. Derek is also making food, and he had ribs too. We were having a Sunseeker rib cook-off by the looks of it. Right? Is this, boy, these ribs, okay, next time, can you quit being so chintzy with the sauce? Can you put more sauce on here, please? Like, the one thing I don't like about ribs is when you get chintzy with the sauce. There's hardly any sauce on here. I like to make a big mess. Holy moly, someone likes the sauce. I was into the sauce while I was putting on my sauce on the weekend. Okay. Barbecues a-going. Good job, you guys. Good job. Very nice. Wanted to show you, we had the family home on the weekend. It was so awesome. And this is us on the patio and Dizzy having treats. He's hanging in there. Dizzy's hanging in there. He's doing good. He had a nice weekend with the family. And so he got lots of hugs and kisses and lots of treats. There he is, soaking up the sun. We were out on the deck soaking up the sun. Yeah, there's a nice family shot of us. With Dizzy, enjoying that beautiful first day of March. He's getting a bath from David. His big brother, little brother, having a bath. And after his bath, getting some cuddles from his sister. And there's the kids. There's the kids. So it was an absolutely perfect weekend for us. You know, when everybody's home, that's when everybody's home, safe and sound. Get some puppy time with everybody. Then life is good. Angela says, GT was my youngest's birthday. Oh, my gosh, to 21. All the boys were there for cake, and I ordered them pizza. It was a beautiful, happy day, lots of laughs, and a happy mama. Yeah! Woo! Fantastic. Yes, thanks, Nick. You're the best. Hey, I rely on you now. I always rely on you. Why? Quentin asks, why am I not wearing a suit, Tyler Glen Show? I'm wearing my Wheat Kings jersey. And because I'm not meeting the president. Does he ever wear a suit, though? Does he? Like, I don't know. We'll talk more about Zelensky, Trump, the face-off, and the AI videos that are hilarious. It'll get me kicked off. How many platforms will that stuff get me kicked off this morning? Oh, my gosh. More good stuff coming up. App Law Office is sponsor of yesterday's Good Thing, sponsors of the Tyler Glen Show. If you're buying or selling any kind of real estate, please keep my friends at App Law Office in mind. They do a fantastic job with regards to wills and estate planning, too. So if you have an existing will, but you haven't looked at it in a while, maybe it's time to give them a call. Just make sure it's up to date, good to go, should something happen. And, you know, it's not an easy thing to talk about, but they seem to find a way to make everything lighthearted and awesome and digestible. They do corporate law, too, at App Law Office, building lasting relationships one case at a time. You will find App Law Office at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC. Roll Up the Rim to Win continues this week. Make sure you drop by the drive-thru at your local Tim Hortons and get yourself the biggest coffee you can so you can roll up that rim to win in Brandon, Neepawa, Verdon, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Of course, all kinds of great prizes to be won. This only goes until the 24th, so you have basically 3 weeks to make sure that you get to roll up the rim and win as many prizes as you can, from electronics and trips to a brand new vehicle. That VW, wouldn't that be nice, carting around southwestern Manitoba, that beautiful VW van? That'd be fantastic. So roll up the rim to win. You can do it digitally as well. And don't forget, they make their sandwiches, their wraps in the morning with 100% Canadian eggs, the new sausage scrambled egg loaded wrap, the bacon scrambled egg loaded wrap, or even the scrambled egg and cheese loaded wrap. Deliciousness to be found at Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba. And at Headley's Health, thanks to everybody who dropped by. Customer Appreciation Day on Friday as they continue serving you with amazing products, making life better for folks right across southwestern Manitoba. Supplements, they've got vitamins, they've got herbs, they've got high-protein snacks and foods, they've got gluten-free snacks and foods, and people continue to pile in there to take a look at the amazing selection of products they have to offer that can help with virtually any ailment that you have. And the next big day on the calendar is Win Back Wednesday, which is the second last Wednesday of them. So the 19th, we'll be circling that on the calendar. The 19th, where you can win back your purchase up to $500 in receipts. That's always a fun day at Headley's Health at 1314 Richmond Avenue, formerly the Shoppers Mall, now just east of Murray GM. Borrowed Bean is here to say good morning on a week of holidays, hence being late. Oh, you know, it's so cute when everyone's like, our Sunseekers are like, sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. Hey, it's a come and go. It's a come and go. If you can stay for the whole thing, that's always fantastic. If you can just drop in for 2 minutes, join a bit of the conversation, drop a comment in chat, and then you got to be on your way. That's okay, too. Ryan says, GT, my wonderful wife got us tickets to Our Lady Peace and then the Jets game on Saturday. Rain Maida is married to Chantel Kreviazik. Rain is the lead singer of Our Lady Peace. Hope someone spoke to him about what happened at the game. Well, I'm just kidding. Yesterday's good thing. Still got a little bit of time. Yeah, Derek, we put your ribs out there. There was another Sorry, there's a, hang on. Somebody else. Jennifer sent in some stuff. Oh, Jennifer. Oh, she's got a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure where this is. Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer went to the Brazilian place in Winnipeg. She went for a Brazilian. Oh, no, I'm kidding. That's something totally different. And we won't get into that. Brazilian. We're talking this, baby. Meat on the spit. Yes, meat. Beautiful meat. Bacon. Carnival Brazilian. So was it expensive? Oh, all you can eat adult, $39 for all you can eat, and it's a lot of meats. The meat sweats coming out of this one. Oh, man. Fantastic. Look at the rotating meats. Oh, my God. I bet you that was incredible. Who's got the meats? We do at the Brazilian barbecue. Meat sweats. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so glad you had a good time. Thank you. I could smell it. KDD4380 says, GT finally took the dog for a bath yesterday. Colette's resurfacing kitchen cabinets. Lots of work. I'll be working on that all week, I think. Well, hang in there. You got this. You got it. They were so good, says Derek. Boy, you got a bit of sauce on there. Yeah, of course they're going to be good. Boy, we had some good eats on the weekend. Ryan says the Collective Soul was on stage with Our Lady Peace. That must have been a good show. I did catch the video, and I'd play it, but I get pinched if music leaks onto the show. They get kind of sticky, so I've had so many strikes lately. Mavis says, good morning on Facebook. Good morning. Such a great show. He walked right past us to get to another stage. It should have been then. You should have just said, hey, what's with your wife? Chantel and her O Canada. What the heck is going on? Lindy is here to say good morning to Tasha and no one else. Just Tosh. just Lindy and Tosh. There's the thing going on, I think. Oh, God, I'm so far behind. Holy cow. We got lots of comments this morning. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Rhonda's here. I hope. I'm probably still around. Hi, Rhonda on Facebook. I'm just getting caught up. This is Herman's favorite restaurant in Winnipeg, says Cassandra, that Brazilian place. I got to go there. I have got to get in there. There's so much meat. Okay, it's on my bucket list. Okay, if there's some good things, we can get a little bit of overtime. That's okay. We're going to do our first beach break of the morning, and then we are going to get into the Battle Royal. The media only showed you 2 minutes. I'm going to show you all 10. We're going to have a conversation about it. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be incredible. There'll be some parts that you maybe did not see yet. And, of course, the Oscars were last night. We've got to look at the red carpet. Red carpet roast. Who looked ridiculous last night? Who looked gorgeous? Details on the way. As we get your first Monday of March going, let's head off to Mexico this morning.
Wake up, rise and shine. It's a Monday, feeling fine. Ooh, yeah. Sun is up, sky so blue. Let's tackle this, me and you. Good morning, good morning. Hey, sun seekers, yeah, we're coming. Let's go. Good morning, good morning. Hey, we got fitness, yeah, we're running. New week, new chance. Move your feet. Oh, the day's just begun. Let's have some fun. Chase the sun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With every step, rise above. Life's a game. Let's show our love. Good morning. Good morning. We're sun seekers. Yeah, we're coming. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. We got fitness. Yeah, we're running. Good morning.
Good morning. That is Mexico, just south of Cancun, actually. That is so. We don't get much closer to the water than that. We got your beach chairs waiting for you right here on the sand, and we got boats, getaway boats. Ryan, there's our getaway boats. Let's take a look at southern Manitoba. Again, there is a time change coming this weekend, so this will actually be 8:30 next Monday. This will be 8:30 because of the time change, but we've got that early morning sun, loving it, a -1. Holy cow. It is absolutely beautiful, although at the airport it's registering -9, and there is a little bit of a wind chill at -14. So beach bunker weather, -1. That, the clouds have moved away, and it's created some cooler conditions. So it's a little bit chilly, but you know what? The snow is disappearing. We'll see +1 today, +5 again by Sunday, +5. Holy cow. We might see some flurries tomorrow, but you know what, guys? I think we called it. The worst of the winter, I think, is done. The worst is over. We're going to probably get some snow. We'll probably have a few snowstorms, but the real cold stuff, the stuff that just makes you question your very existence, should be behind us now. Our normal daytime high for this time of year is now -4. Lots of melting happening if we've got sunshine. So that is going to be fantastic. Here's how we compare to the other parts of the continent. You can tell that south of the 49, there's a lack of snow there. They've had a lot of their snow disappear. Here's the snowpack map. North Dakota is almost snow-free. 16 days, 19 hours, and 27 minutes to go until spring. Oh, man. Geez, emojis, Tosh. I think one of your buttons got stuck. One of the buttons got stuck. You got shorts, you got ocean, you got beach, you got swim trunks. Oh, my God. Oh, it's Tasha's spring break, so she's in spring break mode. Okay, I get it. Well, Chicky's like, is everything okay over there, Tosh? Look at the emojis going on. Holy cow. Cindy agrees. Winter is totally downhill from here. This is it. We're through the worst of it. So now yours truly can quit complaining about the weather. Let's just kind of deal with what we've got and deal more with, the chaos of the world.
The Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV.
So Friday, so you're aware, I mean, as part of this show, I'm always working. There's always TV monitors on. There's always ways to keep track of what's happening in the world. And what I really enjoy about Donald Trump so far, and there's very few things, but just indulge me for a second, is I like the fact that when he's got something to say, his press secretary, I don't even know why she has a job. He just calls the media in, and then he goes off for about an hour. And then someone comes to visit, and then he's there talking for 2 hours. And so you kind of hear it from the horse's mouth, good, bad, ugly. If he's acting like an idiot, which is some of the time, some might say most of the time, you're hearing it right from him. There's no middleman, media-wise. You get it right from the horse's mouth. Now, Friday's events were one of those times where I thought, this probably would have been better to be done behind closed doors. Now, what was supposed to happen on Friday was that Zelensky was going to come in, and they were going to start the beginnings of a peace deal that would include some mineral rights for the Americans, because they say they're tired of paying the bill. They're tired of paying so much cash, not seeing any results. This thing goes on and on and on. And, you know, they're not the only country that is saying that. For what it's worth, there are a lot of citizens of other countries that are involved saying, how much longer are we going to have to pay this bill? And then you've got people saying, well, it's democracy as long as it takes. Well, Vietnam, Korea, Afghanistan, the list goes on and on. We've seen this time and time. I'm old enough to know, and now regrettably have lived through a few conflicts where they just go on and on and on and on and on. There has to be an end point somewhere. So this was supposed to be the start of something good. I knew this was going to come off the rails when he showed up and got criticized, as Quentin said earlier, for not wearing a suit. He shows up to the White House and they're showing the live cameras, and this is where they, Trump's standing there waiting to greet him, and the limousine pulls up and he gets out in his tracksuit. He's like, I see you dressed up for the occasion. Hello, Donald Trump. And then in they went. And the discussion began. And they were talking about history. They were talking about where they would like to see things go. And as with many conversations that go on too long, it doesn't take long before somebody steps in a steaming, hot pile of poo. And that's what happened in the Oval Office on Friday. And the world kind of went, uh-oh. This is not good. This is not good. This is where the last part of the conversation where things were normal.
You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough, but you're never going to get a deal that way.
He's tough. He's tougher than any human being I have ever seen. I love it. I'm the greatest. I'm the toughest. Derek said he had no problem wearing a suit for the World Economic Forum. People are paying attention more and more to what these politicians are wearing. I know that when our Foreign Affairs Minister, Melanie Joly, would go and talk about the war, she would always wear war getup. I mean, because social media, everybody can examine every word, every look, every article of clothing. People notice these things. Molly says the reason he doesn't wear a suit has to do with the war. So he's not seen above his people. Loretta says Trump should go after Putin. And what about Elon not wearing a suit? Although he did make him wear a suit jacket, I thought the same thing, and I went back and it's like, oh no, he made him wear a suit jacket. He's old school. He wants people in a suit and tie. Notice to whoever the Canadians are that are going to go visit with him. Anyway, it hasn't come off the rails yet, but things are starting to boil. You'll notice the point where Zelensky says we're alone. That's where I could see he goes a little from orange to dark red orange.
So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country.
Okay, this is mistake number one. Okay, this is a conversation between these two. It's between Trump and Putin. And J.D. Vance gets involved. Okay, he has to be there. I get it. He's the vice president. Makes perfect sense. But as soon as he interjects, it adds this element of escalation to the whole conversation. It's like, uh-oh. Because then it's quite easily it's easy to feel bullied, right? That okay, so now I'm being lectured by you two guys. What the hell? KDD says no need to take fashion advice from someone who is always wearing a ball cap.
The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Can I ask you, and this is, of course, there's going to be an ad here to play. I'm going to get through this. But can I ask you, have you ever been to Ukraine? And the answer is not good because J.D. Vance has not been to Ukraine. So that's our first little bit of escalation that we've got in the conversation. Have you been to the Ukraine, J.D. Vance?
Yeah. Okay. So he occupied it, our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President
He's given a bit
Trump,
of a history lesson, and things are still calm.
President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took.
And it's what's interesting is in this history lesson, Trump's listening, and he's like, "Yeah, but I wasn't here before. That's not my fault. It's not my fault." But he's just like poor Zelensky. He's just trying to explain, set the table a
He
little
killed
bit.
people. You know what the contact
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was
he killed.
not here.
Yeah.
See,
but-
I wasn't here.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr.
are
President,
not
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media.
And they're off to the races. Here's where things start to see the body language here. Trump is this is a conversation happening between Zelensky and J.D. Vance, largely, to start. Trump is just sitting there. He is trying to soak it all up. He's trying to remain calm. Zelensky now has his arms crossed. The body language here is he's pissed off. Here we go. We're going to be off to the races here in just a second. Derek says he wants the war to continue. He doesn't want peace. They could have had a ceasefire, but they don't want a part of it. He's trying to flex when it's clear he can't stand alone. I don't know how he can flex and be losing the war at the same time. I don't understand that. Not to mention he was elected for a 4-year term. We're almost into year 6, which means because he shut down the electoral process, he's a dictator. Well, same could be said for Justin Trudeau. I guess based on that, perhaps. As some maybe have said.
Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems?
And so, again, largely between Vance and Zelensky, Trump is simply listening. Now, I see it. It's when he says we're alone. Watch for it. And then it's like, beep, 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 beep. And then they're off to the races.
bringing people into your military?
We have
And do you think that it's
I
respectful
will answer.
to come to the Oval Office of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You
Don't-
will not
you
have
gotta-
a war.
So, and of course, the you don't feel it now, but you will feel it in the future. You don't feel the pain now, but you might feel it in the future. I don't know about that, Tim. That seems like a pretty off. That like if you're not part of this, you could get dragged in it pretty easily, and that's when Trumpy gets a little upset here.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
you're doing.
I'm not
You're
dictating.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
So, again, the conversation largely between Zelensky and J.D. Vance, and Trump sat quiet. He observed, and now it's time for him to unload. Here he comes. And the big orange man's Cheeto flavored puffs are coming. Here he goes.
We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You don't
was
have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not
cards.
playing
But
cards.
right now, you don't.
I'm very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What you're-
III.
what you're
You're
speaking
gambling
about?
with
What you're
World
speaking
War
about?
III. And
Yeah.
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to
respect to
you.
your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the
What-
United States
what
of
you're speaking
America
about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Yeah, I think that J.D. Vance is really, the more I watch this, it's like there has to be some rules for the vice president. He needs to just sit tight, okay? Because it does become a bullying situation. 1-2 punches. Now they had to have a frank conversation. I don't disagree. There's going to be tough conversations to be had, but 2 against 1's never good. 2 against 1 is never good. Yellow Jacket says it's in Ukraine's constitution that there cannot be an election during war. So maybe that's why this should go on and on and on. Some people feel that this should go on. I don't think the war is winnable, though. The war is not. The only way the war is winnable is World War III, and I don't think any of us want that. Because they're at a stalemate. They're just fighting, and people are dying, and they're going through guns, and they're going through bullets. I don't know what the answer is, you guys. I really don't. Because that's the bigger question. We're getting distracted with the players and the argument and so on. But how the hell do we get this thing to stop? Because the last thing you want is our citizens to go over there. And it won't be Americans going and fighting over there. I can tell you that right now. Look at the look on Trump's face there. No, there's no way. That is not going to happen. Could Canadians go over? Potentially. Possibly.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country is
Can I-
in big
can-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid
thank you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if,
West
if
people?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks.
Now, just to put this in perspective, though, the United States has spent almost as much in Ukraine as the Korean War, even adjusted for today's dollars. So there is an argument that there's a lot of money being shoveled in there. There's been a lot of, but again, at what point does this end? There, he's taking a breather. He's keeping his eyes closed. Trump also is just, you guys, quiet, boys. Tyler's here to make things all better. Take a breath. Blessed Mom said it was just so hard to watch this. JD says Janine is playing out of his league. Blessed Mama agrees about a bullying session. That's why JD should have just... Sorry, JD. There'll be a time and a place. You're the vice right now. Just relax. Janine says it just infuriated me. I believe we're in World War III right now, says Yellow Jacket. It wasn't called World War I or II until after the war was over. That's an interesting observation, interesting point. Borobean says, I feel like Trump is just trying to convince him to give up. Well, it appears that, listen, let me do a terrible analogy, but if you have a vehicle and the vehicle keeps breaking and it keeps breaking and you keep fixing it because you love the vehicle and you keep fixing it and it keeps breaking, there is a point in time for everybody in every situation where you have to cut your losses. You have to say, I can't do this anymore. And the analogy can be compared to a job, to a marriage, to relationships, to other things that you struggle with, and you aren't seeing any progress. This is just a money shoveling operation, and people are dying. The only way to win this, how did we win World War II? Oh, there was a bomb dropped. We do not want to get into that situation, boys and girls. We cannot get into that situation. That does not end well.
Of course he has.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again,
I tell you.
just say thank you.
I can't do business like this.
Exactly.
Then JD Vance comes in. You should say thank you. Okay, JD.
And let's go litigate.
Someone just give him a popsicle.
Rather than trying to fight it out.
I feel like he would like a lime popsicle, strawberry maybe.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards.
Thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers. Listen,
Please,
you're running
Mr.
low
President.
on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
is-
with me.
It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have
You
the
gotta
cards.
be more thankful.
Without us, you don't
Thank
have any
you.
cards.
One more question to my
Holy cow.
President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make,
Um,
because the attitudes have to change.
what if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks this?
What separates
Oh
great
my
fingers
gosh.
and the
Yeah, and I mean that really is at the heart of it. And for Zelensky is that, okay, we could agree to a ceasefire, but Russia won't agree to it. They will start fighting again, and that could be disastrous. Could be. But the fun part is the AI versions of this conversation, because largely after that dust up, that blow up was done, Zelensky was all but escorted out of the White House after the melee. And then the memes started coming out, and some of them are pretty funny. We'll have them in hour two. It's for VIPs only on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Borrowed Bean, Molly says there's a lot of MAGA people that love Russia all of a sudden. It's gross. Oh, that's not good news. That is not good news at all. It's about peace. This is about peace, stopping fighting. Ryan says Trump needs to take Zelensky to Trump Gaza. That way every problem can be solved. Out on the beach. Borrowed Bean says, what happens if he gives in and Putin takes over? What happens to all the people of the Ukraine? Well, this is why you have to have a negotiated settlement. And I think that what they're trying to do, and it looks like Europe is going to step in and say, look, we're going to make sure that there is a ceasefire. There will be troops put in there, like UN troops with the blue helmets. Remember the blue helmets? And they'll be in there to make sure no one's firing at each other. And then Ukraine is going to lose some of their land because Russia's not going to. Loretta says, can you cut your loss and give up a country? I don't think it'll be the whole thing. It'll just be part of it. But what are you going to do? The choices are World War III, nuclear annihilation, because you got to escalate it. When things aren't working, you have to push harder. You have to do more. You have to take it to the next level. I don't want to do that, guys. I don't want to do that. I want to just be around for a little while longer. Ding dong, dig dong. He talks to him like he's a child. No respect. There's no respect. That's not how you should act as the president. However, Ryan says Zelensky needs to listen and do less talking. Colette says Trump needs to listen and do less talking. I think it's all about what's the saying? We have one mouth and two ears. All of us do. All of us do. But now that you've seen the serious part, the part that everybody was talking about, the 10 minutes, the big melee, now we're going to get to the funny stuff. And that is coming up. First, a reminder that it ends Wednesday, the Beat the Tariff sale at Leon's. Buy more, save more, and the No Money Miracle is also on. Don't pay till 2027. No money down, not even the taxes or fees, and no monthly payments with 0% interest. OAC on your FlexiCard, minimum purchase $250, but it is a great sale. Proudly Canadian, making Canadians comfortable since 1909. Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon, and at leons.ca. At the Elkhorn Resort and Clarso Nordic Spa at beautiful Riding Mountain National Park at Clear Lake, they have got a month filled with activities. Wellness Week, yoga classes with Shane start tomorrow. Inquire about that. And they'll be happening every Tuesday at the Elkhorn, the Wellness Week yoga classes. Next weekend is live music with the Blackwater Blues duo on the 14th and the 15th. There's a fresh flower workshop with Kathleen LaGlace happening Sunday the 16th, and an art exhibition fundraiser for cancer care is happening on March the 23rd. For a look at all the great events happening at Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa, check out elkhornresort.mb.ca and get away to beautiful Riding Mountain National Park in the Elkhorn Resort. And if you're looking for a new vehicle, Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, the dealership, and Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon is your EV headquarters. Again, if you are looking for an electric vehicle, they are the place to go. Absolutely. They can answer all of your questions, all of your concerns at 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, because there are a lot of them when it comes to electric vehicles, and it's a substantial investment up front. But over the long haul, you could save some cash when it comes to things like maintenance. And, of course, stopping at the gas pumps. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. All right, we got to say goodbye to our friends on other social media platforms because we got to move exclusively over to Twitch. So, TikTok, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. The party is just getting started. We got some funny stuff to show you over on Twitch in hour 2 for VIPs only. Otherwise, have a great day, you guys on TikTok. Take care, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Have a great day, you guys. All right. And now we have got to say goodbye to our friends on Facebook, YouTube, and X before we move exclusively to Twitch. Thank you, X. We're moving over to Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. The time has come. You can also watch through TylerGlenShow.com.